Hello lads and ladies, my name is Trippers and welcome to my new video. Let's talk about difficulty in games. Recently I got to hear that argument again, if games like any Fromsoftware games should get an easy mode. The simple answer to that would be, no, why would they? But why I think that way is better explained with a game series that died due to pretty much the same problem. The Ninjagaiden series was famous in its time to be extremely difficult, as perfectly showcased in the parody sketch Awesome Gaiden. If you haven't seen it yet, which is very unlikely, you should definitely check it out. And even if that was Ninjagaiden's selling point, it also was kind of its downfall, because not enough people were able to get into the game. I myself owned a Ninja Gaiden game, and while the first level was almost too easy, the boss was like an impenetrable wall made out of almost unreadable patterns in terms of guarding and attackability. But what makes Fromsoftware games so different that its fanbase seems to be growing with almost every new release? The answer is surprisingly easy. Ninja Gaiden had a difficulty that was specifically designed to be unfair and ridiculous. Its learning spike was basically a wall. Fromsoftware games, on the other hand, are just challenging. We can now obviously talk about Metroiddread, my currently new favorite Nintendo game, which I waited for a long time. Many complained on that game either that it's too hard, and if I wouldn't be a veteran in those games I would probably agree, but probably not. And while Mercury's team bowed down to the masses and said, okay, you get your rookie mode, it also is fairly more linear than most Fromsoftware games. Other than those, you can't balance your lack of skill with grinding as long as your patient is willing to. Fromsoftware games, and specifically the enemies, are under normal circumstances designed to have readable patterns and multiple winning strategies. But what is most important in the discussion of easy mode is the little detail that those games don't lock you into an area and give you the freedom of leveling up indefinitely. While the saying, "get good," is well known and often joked about within the community, what shows the true potential of those games is exactly that you can start out as literally anything and build your character into anything else that is more suitable to your style. The fact that every additional level, regardless of a stat you want to increase, also increase your general defense, makes leveling up in general really rewarding and a valid strategy if you're struggling with an obstacle you can't overcome yet. But why do you play a certain game in general? Well, in Pokemon it's collecting little monsters and trapping them in balls and training them to be perfect murder weapons. In Magic Gathering Arena, it's the joy of playing that exact card game on your PC. Sonic games are basically just about gotta go fast, and I love them for it. And Animal Crossing is for leaving your eventless, boring life for an even more boring, eventless, but far more relaxing life. And Fromsoftware games? Fromsoftware games like Eldenring and Bloodborne are famous for their fighting system. Due to this fighting system, you can either take down a boss from, well, with basically nothing but your bare fists and only your underwear as armor, but you can also die from a regular enemy in full armor, the best shield in the world and an ultimate weapon. It means no matter how much you grind, you can always die if you're not good enough. But it goes to show that an easy mode, wouldn't just be pointless. It would be unwanted and absolute nonsense. If you can't win the game with grinding to boost your stats and balance out your lack of skill, then the reason for your failing is not that the game is too hard, it's your lacking will to learn how a game works. And if that is the case, do you even deserve to be called a gamer at all?